Buenas tardes, damas y caballeros. Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Yours truly again, Easy, your host, and Carolina, my sister, your hostess, in Cooking Cabo. Welcome back. We are here again at our family's restaurant, Cabo. And today, my dear friends, we're going to be learning together how to make a trilogy of salsas, which basically means we're going to be using the exact same ingredients to make 3 different kinds of sauces. These are sauces that will be very versatile. You can use them in many different ways. And one of them today will be roasted. The second one will be boiled. And last but not least, we're going to be using a fresh one as well that will be using the exact same ingredients. We're going to be using some cilantro, as well as some tomatillos, some Serrano peppers. In Mexico, we do not like to use jalapeño peppers. We think we're not very spicy, so it's kind of like cheating. Also, we're going to be using some garlic cloves. And last but not least, some wonderful onion. Okay?
Okay, guys, the first salsa we're gonna start to make is gonna be the boiled salsa. We're gonna use tomatillo or green tomato. We're gonna use Serrano pepper. In Mexico, we always use Serrano more than jalapeno. We like spicy foods. Then, this one is more spicy than jalapeno. Second, we never clean the seeds. That's super important for us. I recommend you, if you don't really like a lot spicy, use half or use less. It's your decision, but the flavor is amazing with the seeds.
Yes, we don't like to cheat. If you take away the sauce, the seeds, you're cheating. Wow, spicy. 3 Serrano peppers. Garlic.
3 cloves of garlic and 1 piece of onion.
Not too much, maybe about 1 ounce or 1 spoonful. Now we're gonna let that thing boil right there for the next 7, 8 to 10 minutes the most, okay?
Yes. Now my brother is gonna continue to make the roasted salsa, roasted green salsa. Remember, this is a trilogy of green salsas, 3 different green salsas with same ingredients, okay?
Easy peasy. My turn. We are going to be using now, again, some serranos. This kind, we're going to take away the little stem, and we're going to cut them maybe in half so they cook faster. By the way, we are going to be using a dry pan. This doesn't have any oil, it doesn't have any grease of any sort. It's just plain foil, and the foil, by the way, helps us to not ruin the pan, and that way it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Today we're using a cast iron skillet, okay? If you are going to say in the comments by any chance, oh my God, the foil might be dangerous, or this and this and that. No, sir, no. Foil is not harmful for you unless you go over 400 Fahrenheit, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And today we're not going to go over 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Second to that, my friends, we're going to quarter or cut in half. I'm quartering these tomatillos so they can also char and burn. Today we're looking for that umami, that beautiful charred roasted flavor we call umami. And again, we're gonna be using 2.5 tomatillos. Same, we're gonna be using about a spoonful or so of white onion. And last but not least, for flavor, we're also gonna be adding, in this particular case, 2 small to medium size garlic cloves. And again, we're also gonna wait 10 minutes or so for this to be roasted. All right? See you guys in a little bit. You can see right here, my friends, how we have all this wonderful charring motion going on. You can start to see how this is charring, this is blackening. We want that to happen. So again, it gives us that beautiful flavor. How do you know they're ready, my friends? First of all, when you're talking about the roasted salsa, they have to burst out, or the juices have to come out through. If the juices don't come through, then it's not ready yet, okay? That's as far as the tomatillo. Now, if we go back to the boiled one, you have to make sure that the color changes. You can see the difference in color. This looks more bright green And as we turn it, or as you
More
set
shiny, and the other one.
and the other one looks a bit more dull, not so vibrant green, okay? Same story.
The other side. Well, guys, now we're gonna make the raw salsa, and we're gonna use same ingredients, and we have one extra ingredient.
Yes.
It's gonna be optional. It's gonna be your decision. But first, we're gonna start with the same ingredients we use for the other salsas. Tomatillo, green tomato.
Nice.
Fresh Serrano. Spicy or not spicy? What do you...
Ooh, we like it spicy.
Something important, I always think, because I try, and I always think when you cook your pepper, the spice is more or less than when it's fresh. I don't know if it's true, but I try it. For me, always is like that. Then I'm gonna add 2. Maybe it's gonna be more spicy.
Not really.
3 cloves of garlic, not so big.
Garlic. Or a large one.
Or large, or one big, or one of these, but I add 3 little ones. A little bit of fresh cilantro. I recommend you use all of it, steams and everything. Then we're gonna use all of it inside. And the last but important too, onion. Now the extra ingredient I'm gonna use, because I like a little bit acid, the citric, half of lime juice. Squeezer.
And last but not least, a touch of salt. Voila.
Here we go. Look at this. Smells good.
It looks very good.
Now,
We have to try it
this is the best time.
when we try it. Because you have to be... I always tell people, at least ourselves, in the restaurant, in the kitchen, we always tell our staff, our family, you have to try things before you present it to the guests. So it's very important you try things before you present it to your guests when you're having a party or entertaining people at home. Wonderful, zesty, the right amount of salt, a little acidic, but you feel that freshness of the tomatillo, you feel the acidity of the lime juice, the zestiness of the cilantro, a little bit of the strongness of the onion. It's a very fresh, very zesty for a summer-like situation. You know, this won't be something for a cold month. This will be something for a summertime because it's very fresh, very zesty. We like it. We're happy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, my friends. So now here we have basically the way things should be looking like after you've been charring this for the last 7 to 10 minutes. You guys can see how all the vegetables are nice and well charred. Obviously, we have our wonderful garlic, our wonderful onion, and last but not least, of course, our tomatillos. As you see, they're bursting juices, and this is the right time to take them off the fire. So now we're going to go ahead and turn this off. So the roasted garlic and the roasted serranos is what we're going to be starting with. Again, we like to leave the seeds inside because otherwise, like my sister Carolina said, it's basically cheating. We're going to also be adding our char roasted onion. And in this particular case, we're going to be using some pebbly rock salt rather than kosher salt or more fine salt, finishing salt, table salt. Why do we use this kind of salt? Because it's pebbly, it's thick, it helps us to do the abrasiveness, it helps us to basically pulverize the ingredients that we have right here. And as you guys can see, I'm not doing too much work, but we're still making progress and making this thing break down. This particular device, my dear friends, that we're using to present our salsas is called molcajete, which literally means the salsa bowl in indigenous language. Don't forget, my friends, that until this day, Mexico is a result of the clash of both cultures, the Europeans, the Spaniards on one side, but we still keep a lot of our indigenous roots, our native Mexican roots that are still part of our kitchen as well as of our culture. And the molcajete is basically one of them. These salsas, even though you want to smooth down and paste them out as much as possible, it's proper to also leave them a little bit chunky. Perhaps you've seen in the shelves of the supermarket some salsas that say chunky. Those are the ones that will be more or less like the one we're making. After we pulverize that, my friends, we start to add our tomatillos. One at a time. By now, these guys should be super cooked. So here we go, guys. Now we have our tomatillos, and it's time to also paste them out. Again, don't forget that we already added some salt in the very beginning, so always be cautious with your salt. When we have our cooking classes here in Cooking Cabo in Mexico, in Cabo San Lucas, we always like to tell the people that it's easier to undersalt than to oversalt. If you oversalt things, it's hard to deduct, but if you undersalt things, it's always easier to just add another slight little pinch or something to make it a little bit more salty. At this point, my friends, we have a wonderful chunky roasted tomatillo sauce, and as an option, if you guys want to add some minced cilantro, it can be an option. It's time to try it. Let's do this. You can feel the smokiness, you can feel the charness, wonderful warm umami. The chips are really good too. We homemade them right here at the restaurant. It's always important to have some nice chips, and I'm just enjoying this salsa a lot. Wonderful.
Guys, we're ready for start for the last salsa of today. We're gonna use again the blender. All we boil together, the tomatillo, green tomato, serrano pepper, the garlic, onion, and remember, same ingredients: fresh cilantro, sprinkles of sea salt, lista. Okay, these salsa sometimes or most of the time you found at the, I think it's very popular at the fiestas, the Mexican parties, the 15 años, sweet 16, in Mexico is 15 años. And that one, normal, sometimes you found a little bit of onion inside or avocado. Cut out avocado in pieces and add it, but today is amazing with all that ingredients we use. And we need someone to taste this salsa. We're gonna call Easy, but for the family or for the friends, Goosey. Come here, Goosey.
Okay, let's try the last salsa of today, my friends. This is the boiled tomatillo sauce. Amazing. Ooh, that's the spiciest one. Wow. All of these spicy salsas will be good for any situation. Obviously, we think the roasted one will be ideal for carne asada because you have the charcoal going, you have the grill going. So it's ideal for carne asada. You grill the ingredients. This fresh one for a warm, fresh day, a warm, fresh summer. We call it the lazy salsa because you don't have to cook it. You just basically throw it in a food processor or in a food blender. You blend it and it's ready to go. You don't need to cook anything. We call it the lazy salsa. And this boiled one, like my sister says, it's ideal for parties, quinceañeras, birthday celebrations, baptisms. Normally we make birria, barbacoa, different kind of barbecue, by the way. Birria, very similar to birria. And this one goes extremely well with that. The last one. Out of all of these three, I would say today I happen to like, as far as spice, the boiled one. Flavor-wise, I like the fresh one.
Yeah, same like me.
And last but not least, it's still very good, the roasted one. We take them all, but number one will be, for me, the spicy one, because I like spice, then the fresh, zesty one, the raw one, and last but not least, the roasted one. How about you?
I think the first one for me, the raw, second roasted, the last one, this one, but I like the spicy of these in all the rest of the sauces. Guys, if you don't like spicy, make these sauces, but not with pepper, just throw the pepper, but add the rest of the ingredients, and the flavor is gonna be amazing. You're gonna enjoy these sauces with your chips, with your quesadillas, with your tacos, with everything. Amazing salsa for your party in your house.
Don't forget, my friends, to subscribe. Press the button right here below. Give us thumbs up. Follow us on social media at Cooking Cabo, TripAdvisor, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and now on YouTube. And my friends, tell us what else you want to learn with us. Tell us what else you guys would like to try cooking with us. Today, my sister Carolina was one of the guests of the house, but we'll be continuing to have guests, and we'll continue to cook some family specials, some family recipes for you guys. And we want to discover the Mexican cuisine as well as the world cuisine together. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you guys want to say, whether it's good or bad. Hopefully you can see the ingredients list right there in the bottom. And
thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Till the next time.
By the way, guys, we're gonna tell you the 3
myths
of all the salsas. The first one, the people say when the girl, the boy, I don't know who, but the people to make the sauce is angry, the sauce is gonna be super spicy.
Second to that, my friends, a lot of people think or say that when you eat chile habanero, it's going to be very bad for you and whatever. Contrary to that, chile habanero is the most healthy chili for your system.
And
last but not least, number 3, don't forget, my dear friends, that chili is good for memory. You eat it right now and you will remember later. And now we're going to say a little toast. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to tell us which one is your favorite salsa, guys. What you guys want to learn with us again. Tell us what you think about the salsas. Tell us if you guys have tried it or not, and which one you like best. All right, salud. Bye-bye. Cheers, Cooking Cabo.